So, Ganyu will be here in about 10 minutes. Go do some very sad top ups, and then we can wander around, mosey on, and then, yeah, we gotta go in. Very sad. Alright, just get all the social stuff out of the way, and then we can crack on. And then buy some more gems as well, sadly. Very, very sad. So that's the 3 that should do. Alright. And we should be good to go. So hello, welcome to the stream. Got about 8 minutes until she's out. Sort that out.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Alright, so the plan is, a lot of people have certain places they like to go to wish. I have an idea, so people go to the statue of Mondstadt, they go to the high point at Chingyun Peak, but I'm gonna go somewhere a little different. See, the plan is, she likes work. We all know she likes work because she's a bit weird, so since we know she likes work, what better place to go for her than, you know, to go to where she works. That is the trick we shall try and do. So we'll go down to the square where they had the rite of parting. Well, where they had the initial ceremony and then eventually the rite of parting. This is a very shit wandering team. I'm trying to get friendships up. I don't want to go past friendship 10 with loads of different, or like go past friendship 10 and then gain experience and lose out. So it can be a bit shit. But yeah. And I made a team as well for this, so we're gonna change the party. So look, we will go this team. This is the Adepti / Liwei Qixing team. Let's deploy it. And you can see we've got Keqing as the Yuheng of the Liwei Qixing. Then we've got Ningguang as the Xianqian of the Liwei Qixing. Chi-Chi because, you know, coco-goat, coconut milk. And wouldn't be complete without Zhongli, Rex Lapis himself. Alright, are we in business? Let's check. We are not in business, it's down, which is a good sign. About 5 minutes and then we will be in business. So we can just have a fuck about until then. I'll grab a drink actually. Nice.
Crumble.
It's not the best goalie, but it can be a goal, and then. Yeah, I can do a bit better than that. So this banner is a bit awkward. See, so we know it's Shangling, Xingqiu, and Noel. So if we go to Noel, which is here, we already have the full constellation, so it's a bit awkward. If we go to Shangling, we already have the full constellation, and if we go to Xingqiu, we already have the full constellation because whale. Let me sort that lighting out. Give me a second. Where are you? That should be better. Cool. All right. Gets rid of that blue lighting.
While the monolith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
Still not in business yet. 3 minutes by the looks of it. You can just keep running back and forth. Although I think she needs to be actually leveled up to get that skill. Yeah, it's when they pass through the Jade screen they gain geo damage bonus. So you get that at Ascension 4, which I believe is level 60-70. It's not really where I wanted to put it. I wanted to put it on the edge. No, it's not going to let me do it. So let me put it there. But it won't let me put it on the edge. How weird. We'll see. So we have prepared. I've got all of the necessary level up materials. So for the weapon, I've opted for the Blackcliff Warbow, which I got refinement 3 because it was in the, or it's currently in the shop, in the Paimon shop. So I got that, leveled that up, got that prepared. I've got the artifacts prepared, but we'll save that for a little later. Sadly, the biggest worry is I've only got 4 Shadow of the Warrior, so I can only do the talent up to a maximum of 4 times, past level 6 of course. The usual stuff, the gemstones, chunks, fragments and slivers all sorted. I am running a little low on talent books, but because I'm a whale, I do have these, so I can always, you know, get some more talent books and then use them. Also, I believe it is diligence today, which is good because it's for Ganyu. Nope, soon. So what we can do actually while we're here is turn our gems or our crystals into gems. So yeah, we might as well just do max. Do max, turn those over. No, that's 24k. And we do have, as you may have saw in my inventory, we've got 47 fates lined up as well. So that's all good. Let's see if I can expand. Do some more socials.
Crumble. Crumble.
It's no.
That wasn't straight. Do let me know if the sound's not the best. If the sound is bad, I can always edit it and then work it out. So, this has been updated, which means, here we go, she's in. She is in, we're in business. So we'll set up the goal. And then we're at work. And of course it's going to be Chi-Chi that summons for her. We are in business. Business. So if you look at the history, it takes a second to load because PlayStation, lovely. We did one pull past Albedo, I think, because I accidentally did a pull, which wasn't the best. Oh no, we did 2 pulls past Albedo, apparently. That must have been the end of a 10 pull, and then, yeah, Sucrose was there, because if I pull up my notes, so I keep track of all my pulls, and I got Albedo on 32, so pretty lucky. We are 2 in on the event banner. Let me just date that real quick. Alright, and business. The first temple. Purple. As I do say, all the banner characters we don't actually need. So I'm mainly hoping for weapons. Or I don't even know if Diona's in this, because Diona's the only Diona, Kaya, and Lisa are the 3 I need. Noelle. I always appreciate a Noelle. But that is 5 more Masterless Star Glitter, which will get us 1 more pull. So not the end of the world. 10 more. And purple. And then it's the road. It's the road that we go down. Do a little bit more on the socials. Favonius Greatsword. It is a weapon. This is what we wanted. But it does mean the next 4-star is going to be the banner character, but there we go, we got Shangling, so very nice. Let's go for 10 more. I'll sort of speed run for it. If it's purple, I'll just skip. That puts us at 32 deep on this banner now. Just the 1 4-star sadly. For another 10. Purple again. 42. Oh, a flute. That's pretty cool. I don't have too many of those. And then we'll go another 10. This puts us at 52. Purple again. So we're not guaranteed to get the Ganyu either on the first gold, which is a bit scary, but hey ho. We'll get to 62 now. It's purple again. Yikes. 2 purples isn't bad. It's really eating us. Really gonna kill us this one. So 72 is purple. Yikes. Only 1 purple. We'll do some singles now to bring it up to soft pity. So 73, 74. And then this is soft pity now, so 75. So we have a 50% chance to pull it here. Nope. It's gonna make me pay. This is gonna hurt. 56. To be honest, I should just pull 10 pulls here, because it doesn't make a difference. Oh, there we go. So it could be Ganyu, it could be not. And it is Ganyu! Yes! We have the Weefei. The wafer. She is in all her majesty. So now we just need to pull at least 2 more. And hopefully very soon. So I can save on the money. Because I'm a poor man. Very nice. She actually got buffed as well. Quite dramatically. So initially her... Let's have a look. Nice idle animation. So if we have a look at this talent here, so initially the cooldown was 20 seconds and then the duration was 15 seconds, so it had a 5-second like downtime of it. So you know, it'd be up 75% of the time, which is already fine. And then they buffed it, so you can literally have 0 downtime, 100% of the time you can keep it up. And this thing is pretty insane.
1, 2.
Chi-Chi is here. So what we're going to do now is we'll put Ganyu in the party. Put her in the party, and then she can wish for herself.
Time to begin work? No touching.
Nice. Alright. Back to the pulls. This is what we came for. So, we got that at, I believe, 76, which I'm just going to mark that down. So I keep track of all my pulls. Makes it a bit easier. So 76, and then we're in. So 10. 2 purples, not too bad. 20. Purple again. Just 1 purple this time. 30. I missed it, sadly. So let's go all the way through. Vonius Lance, not bad. It's a decent weapon. So I would really like is with Widsith. So I only have a refinement for Widsith. It's currently on my Mona, so a 5th one would be amazing. The next 4-star is guaranteed to be a banner one though, so there is that. So 4 purple. And oh, Sucrose, interesting. 5th multi. Shangling. So the 6th multi. It's taking me to pity again. Ah, it's Favonius. So I thought that almost was then. I got excited, but it's Favonius Codex, I believe. Yeah. It's still an okay weapon, but got me excited. So we'll just keep going. I'll keep the track of my notes later. So that was the 7th multi, so we're entering into soft pity now. So yeet with another 10. There's the gold. No, straight off the bat. It's a good sign. So this is a 50-50 again, since the last gold was the Ganyu. So anything but a gene really for characters. Oh, it's another Ganyu, yes. So we need one more Ganyu. Nice. Oh, and a sacrificial sword, nice. That was a really good temple. And that was 2 after, so that was on 78. So far we're at 76 and 78. Which is, you know, it's not pity, it's just soft pity. But you know, it could be worse, could be better, but that's a really good temple. Nice. So, let's go for it. Right, we're going to speedrun this. Give us the Ganyu. I need to pull up my... Why can't I get the keyboard? There we go. So that was, I believe, 2. So awkward trying to keep track of it. Okay. So it's 2, 2, 3. It's just the 3rd multi. A Favonius Greatsword. The 4th multi. Purple again. Oh, Rust. That's not bad at all. Alright, so what we're going to do, instead of spending money and make myself very sad, I'm going to see how far we can get with the fates. So I can exchange these. There's another 23, which puts us not at soft pity, so we probably, possibly, will have to go again. Big sad. Alright. 5th multi, this puts us at 52 total. Yeah. 62. Yikes. It's cutting down to the wire. Oh, official. Cool. I don't have enough. But I do have some more fates. Back to the shop we go. All this to avoid topping up. I don't want to top up. Because I'm a poor man. Alright, and this is 72 the way. It hurts. Sack swords are good though. And we have 1 gem off of 2 packs, but we'll get some singles in. So this is 73. And yes, sadly, we are going to... Oh, why did my link stop? There we go. So sadly, let me just pull this up. We are going to have to do a top up. So we're at 73. So it's really annoying actually. There was a thing on the battle pass where I would have been able to. In fact, you know what? No, we don't need to top up. I've just thought of something. So if we go to the battle pass, have a quick look. You can see I'm level 48, and I need to get to 50, because if we get to 50 we get 680 gems. So what I'm going to do is level up Ganyu so that I can claim this, then we can get to 49, purchase the last level, get to 50, get some more gems. The plan. This is the ghetto plan. So level up, max that, one less, and then a Wanderer's Advice. So the plan. Anything that's gold is good cane, to be honest. Anything that's gold. Alright, so we ascend her, and then we're going to level her up. We want more Ganyu, as many Ganyu as possible. Oh, if it's not a Ganyu, oh, it's going to hurt so much. So I'm hoping 116. Yeah, we should be okay. Should be okay. To do the battle pass, I mean, and we can get some standard wishes in as well, which is all good. Yeah, that's fine. So I've been thinking, but I'm probably going to get it all the way to 90 because I'm a cool guy. Alright, so level up. Loss of 75 XP. Don't know how I live with myself. Alright, so while we're here, what we will do is claim that, and claim that. Gets those out of the way. Now we can level her up to 80. Got to get maximum value out of these XP books, for I am a poor man. Alright. And while we're here, we might as well push it to 90. And then we can claim the battle pass, buy the last level, and then hopefully we should be good. Hopefully. Well, it might not be, but you never know. Alright. So, battle pass. Claim. Level 49. Claim the rewards, and then we shall buy the level. How do we do it this one? Papa's level 50. Claim all. We want diligence books.
If you lie on the ground.
Back to the wishes. So we are at 73. So I'll pull some solos. 74. Get rid of sword. 75. This is soft bitty now, so it could be the gold. 76. Oh, it's taken us right down to the wire now. So we did get 76 and 78, so this is 77. So if we get on 77, then I am the soft pity master. Come on, it is 77. Ganyu, don't make me spend money. Oh! Now most people would be happy with that, because that's a D-Luke. The D-Lukes cost me at least 90 quid. Probably more. Why? Why would you do this to me? Why? 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 So,
As you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
what that is a C4D Luke, which is insane, but I felt it right here. Alright, that will be just a minute, guys. It was very sad. I mean, we got the golds on 76, 78 and then 77, so it's kind of interesting. But at least it wasn't a gene. At least it wasn't a gene. That's the main thing, because we did not want it to be gene. Alright, and we are back, and we have miraculously, I'll do this with the shop because for some reason it's really weird. Miraculously, we have some more gems. Nice. Magical. So, yeet. We can get her really early, hopefully. That'd be great. Not on the first 10. It's just another Shincho. The second 10. Nope. One Widsith, come on. Give me a Widsith. I'm getting Jude on these purples as well. Getting Jude hard. I say I was getting Jude hard, but it doesn't help too much. But it's something, I guess. Can't complain too much. Come on, give it to me. Sack bow's good. Alright. Okay, so we have another few packs from here. We'll do 5 because then another top up will put us to soft pity. So that's 51. 52. Alright, to purple at least. Oh, sacrificial greatsword, not bad. 53. 54. And 55. Nope. So it is once again that time. And I am very sad. But we do it for the goat. The coco-goat. The 150 gems hurts, honestly, considering it would have been a difference of 1 day to get that extra battle pass. The sigh. But as you can see, do it for her. Alright. And for the last time, we have some more gems. Ooh, magical. So this is 65. Yeah, Widsith is the 4-star I'm after more than any other. No, cool. New Widsith as my next 4-star. Oh, another Noel. That's 2 more wishes. That's what that is in the bank. Checked them, locked and loaded. Yeet. This puts us to soft pity now. And it's still a 4-star. Alright. Wish 76. I hope I don't get taken all the way. I hope I don't get absolutely ridden. Oh my god, it's doing me hard. So the group record is 82. I don't know if it's not really a record you want to hold, but it's whoever's got the gold the latest. And it's a joint record between me and someone else. don't want to break that record. So 78. Where's the purple? Witzith. We're sad. 79. Ganyu. Nope. Rip. It gets scary when it gets into the 80s. 80. There it is. It's a guaranteed Ganyu, but we'll see it anyway. There she is, the goat. The goat of Coco. And we'll save some of those gems. So there she is. So I'm not going to do her constellations just yet. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this weapon onto her. So she, as I said before, we made a Black Cliff Warbow for her. As you can see that. All good. I do have talents as well. Ah, they actually take 3. Oh, well. Give me a moment. I have to go grind some talents. I didn't realise that. So I had it down my notes. They only took 1 each, so it's just quite convenient that it is today. So deploy that. Actually, you know what? We can try her out. So we will make the team. Oh, that's very sad. Yeah, I thought it was yeah, I thought it was only 1 green per, but it's 3. Anyway, so the team comp I'm thinking is either have her in the DPS role and swap out Kuching, which is what I'm going to try at this stage. Where is she? There she is.
What are my orders?
I'll give you many orders. Nice. I should probably actually switch that team out. Although the only problem with this is I lose friendship XP, but oh well, we'll be fine. So we'll deploy this. Then I will show you the artifacts I prepared. So starting with the flower, I have prepared this one here. So it did quite a lot of rolls into crit damage, so I was quite pleased with it overall. That's pretty much what you want. This feather was the last one I got, and I actually prepared a 4-star one first, which was reasonable. And then I got this, which had 2 okay stats. Well, Elemental Master is also okay, but you know, it'll do. Rip. Me, yeah, it was Matt. It was Matt with Glee. He is the he's the crown, the champion, along with me at 82. But anyway, this is the feather that I ended up working on, which again it's split between attack and crit damage, which is very nice. The timepiece, there's 3 available. So there's this one with EM main stat, which rolled 28% crit damage, which is obviously insane. Then the next one, which was the attack percent and then crit damage and then 3 turd substats, which I'm currently using on D-Luke. And then the one that I'm eventually using, it has less crit damage, but he has a lot more energy recharge, which I think is going to be vital for Ganyu. The goblet is absolutely dog shit. It just has cryo damage bonus and then some crit rate. And the crown is crit damage with some attack percent and lots of defense, because you know you need defense. So what we'll do is, I assume we're going to level this up now, just because we might as well. So I'm going to focus on mainly Celestial Shower and the normal attack, since they're going to be the main 2. Yeah, we'll use one of those. Get up to 7. So we actually need to do this domain because I didn't prepare as much as I thought I did. I don't think anyone's been truly prepared. Everyone's always forgotten something. But luckily, they released her on her talent day, which is very, very lucky. But we do it for her. Do it for her. D-Luke, man. I respect you because I've been using you to build the friendship up, but come on. I know you're going to be a beast at C4 as well, but yeah, it would have been nice to pull early as well, but unfortunately we didn't. What we will do is unlock this quest now, actually, while we're here. Unlock. And then we can claim the key. Yes, okay. So now we'll go into the Taishin Mansion. because we do need some for Ganyu. I'm hoping I can do it in one run, hopefully, otherwise it'll be 2 runs. So we're just going with this. These are all, other than Chi-Chi, these 2 are friendship 10, so these are not going to gain anything, but it's fine. And we'll test her out. Oh, 83, 84. Well, if you're the crown champion, Mark, that makes me very happy because it means I'm not the champion. But yeah, I thought it was 82. I thought we were tied, but you can go through your history. I think it does go back to the start, but I'm not sure. They might have changed it so it only goes back 30 days or something. But oh well. Mona doesn't have her ultimate. Decent. So what you can do is a charge shot at the floor. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do actually, is to actually have a look at her stats. So she's got 1922 attack, 16% crit rate, 237 crit damage, but of course we've got the artifact set, which will provide an extra 20% on an enemy affected by cryo, an extra 20% on top of that on enemy that is frozen, so that'll boost us up by another 40%, and also anything attacking an enemy that is affected by cryo or is frozen gives us 15% because of the resonance of Chi-Chi and Ganyu. So that's an additional up to 55%. Well, rip. So that would boost us 55, which would boost us to like 70, which is okay, but I don't expect to get all that. I expect to hit about 35 from it, which puts us to 50. So that's a hit an enemy that is affected by cryo, puts us to 50%, which it could be a little higher, that's fine. And I'd like a bit more energy recharge, but as I stated, the goblet is absolutely dreadful. And I might settle towards putting a little bit more crit rate on and less crit damage, but we'll see. And who is this numpty? Oh well. So anyway, we'll start. It's going to be 2 Blazing Axe meter shells that are going to come, so...
Delve into depth. Won't touch it.
5k.
Decided by destiny. It's done.
So we're not getting too much damage. That's fine. These 2 that are the annoyances. So we'll use that, and we'll use that. So they'll be drawn to both, and then they get frozen. 18k. I hate this little fireball. But yeah, I could definitely do with more energy recharge, I think. Because this ultimate is insane. Because it's such a huge AoE. Use Mona, and then use Trial of the Chilling. And then I don't even have to do anything, to be honest, he'll just die for the ultimate. Okay. Interesting. So there's definitely sort of a skill curve to play, but I like it. Okay. I like it. And because the reason I went for C2 was because I get a second charge of Trial of the Chilling, which is the elemental skill. We need a couple more of those. But that's fine. We shall leave domain. I'm going to boost up ultimate now. And then we will do another condensed run. We need 2. A normal run should actually suffice. Now we'll see. So I'll give her another attempt, because I think I do need slightly more crit rate on her by the looks of it. Which is cool, we can just work around the artifacts a little. So another thing I did have for the goblet, which I did also raise up a purple goblet once it loads in. We do like the BS4, so we have this goblet here, which I started to raise up, but again it's just one substat. That was it, and then so it's still not the greatest, but it's fine. So this celestial shower is what we need. We'll get this up to level 7 as well. So around 8 is where you want all your talents, because that's where it starts to get really expensive after 8. So we need 2 more of those, which should be fine. So a bit more energy recharge, so she could be good in a double electro team with water and her as the ice, but then you'd have to build a crit up because she'd lose the... Or you could just give her a bit more energy recharge, I think that'd be fine. Alright, so we'll do this one. That team is fine. Yeah, a bit more energy recharge, I believe, is the way to solve her. So, always looking to improve artifacts. Since it's only the goblet that I really could do with a lot of improvement. The others obviously could too, but the goblet is the main one. I'm not forced to do in one specific domain, so that helps. It means I can just get away with doing what I want, which is pretty cool. Nice build up this actually, because we're seeing how she is developing. So let's see what big Pepe damage we can do.
Written in the stars.
Interesting.
Delve into
So go right in the middle, because it goes a little bit forward.
shadows. Written in the stars. Born of ice and frost.
I can't auto attack this guy. Kill this guy. You can't run from death. Kill you with the trial of the children. I'll just let you yeah. Pretty easy. So that went a lot better. Yeah, I do like her playstyle a lot. And we've already got the ultimate already fully charged. She can definitely cut it as a DPS. That's for true. I like it. I like it a lot. The Floss Strike is a bit weird because they get unfrozen by the time you they get unfrozen by the time you have it fully charged, unless you have, you know, some way to a continual freeze. But I suppose that's what you use the Trial of the Chilling for, the elemental skill. So when you use it, it applies cryo. Oh, actually, there's one talent I did forget. So when you use a Frost Lake Arrow, the next one will have extra crit. So it's a lot easier to get crit on your Frost Lake Arrows. So you're already starting at a base 32% crit there, and then with the extra multipliers on, which is an extra 55, you can get up to 90% crit, which is pretty ridiculous. But assuming that's you have to hit everything at the right point. You can't just hit that every time. Yeah, so we'll pull this one up to at least level 6. I'm not actually too sure how this one scales, so the inherited HP, we don't need to worry about the HP. Oh, apparently I got it to level 7. I didn't mean to, but that's also fine. I'm out of energy nectar. Wow. Right, I have one more Shadow of the Warrior left. So the question is, the ultimate boosts by 7%. That boosts by 12%. It's only inherited HP. Boosts by 13%, and then that boosts across the board. Okay. There's that amount of energy nectar. Wow. She cost me a lot. I'll just have to make some more, which is not a problem. So we'll teleport over to Mondstadt, make some more, and then I think we'll level up the primary stat, since she is operating the DPS role. I wasn't really looking at the damage too much, I was just sort of having a bit of fun, but it feels that as much as I'd like it to be good with Chi-Chi, I don't think Chi-Chi is going to be the best source of cryo. So obviously she's a really good source of cryo herself with that burst, then her skill. A burst is obviously retarded. It's ludicrous. But yeah, I think you want to keep the burst uptime constantly there. So what are we after? Energy nectar, there we go. And sucrose, where are you? Thank you. We needed 5 or 6, so I'll just make a bunch. And let's have a look. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I do have some standard mana pools actually I can do. So as I said before, I'll go for the main start. We're only limited by our Shadow of the Warriors, sadly. So we'll have a look at these talents now. So constellations even. Constellation 1 is taking damage. So you decrease their cryo res by 15% if you hit a Frostlake arrow. Frostlake arrow or Frostlake. Oh, so you can also do it on the AoE as well. Okay, so that's 6 seconds. So that's gonna increase her damage a lot. A hit regenerates 2 energy. Always nice. This effect can occur once per charge level 2, regardless if the Frostlake arrow itself or the bloom hit the target. Okay, it's weird. Anyway, yeah. And the real reason I wanted C2 is this: it gives Trial of the Chilling an extra 1 charge, which is really good. So as a 10-second cooldown, 6-second uptime. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. So you see the idea, you can constantly keep them up. So that's why I wanted it. So the second one goes away. Ah, maybe not. That's still at a 10-second cooldown, right? Why did that get altered too? Yeah, duration 6 seconds, cooldown 10 seconds. I must have just timed it wrong. But either way, the maths adds up. We did the maths, we got a guy, paid him, sort of, and it works.
We're way behind schedule.
That's the point. Let's see what idle animations he's got. So we saw one of them. Let's see another. Oh, she's falling asleep from working overtime. Oh, I like it. If you hit the floor as well, it can bloom out. So if you're surrounded by enemies, you don't even need the greatest of aims. Which, playing on controller, it's hard to have good aim. So there is a trick, which you can charge slightly faster, but you have to hold down the charge button, which for us is circle. So to do that, I'd have to play claw, which I'm not a claw player. But right, let's give her some real world testing. So, let us see what she can do on the Fuego boss. Because with Makuching, he gets battered, this boss, absolutely battered. So we'll see what Ganyu can do. Alrighty then, so I'll pick these berries. Yeah. What I will do actually is charge my burst while we're here. So, eat.
No touching.
Bit of fun. Got those burst charges. So yeah. So let's see if that actually boosted her. Let's have a look at what it says. Reduce hit. Oh, it regenerates 2 energy. Sorry. What I'm thinking is this one. The crit rate of subsequent. So it's only the actual arrow itself, and it's only for 5 seconds, but it's fine. So, actually, I wasn't too sure about the Black Cliff Honor before because of the color scheme, but I think because of the horns.
Next on the agenda.
Ooh, that's a good sound. I think it's actually quite nice because it's black and red matches the horns, and she has a bit of black and red colour scheme as well as the blue and purple. Yeah, she'll fit right in with Team Purple. Although I'm not really sure what's going on with her hair. It's like I don't know. She just doesn't have a bobble in it. Really confusing. But you know,
Next on the
I'm not
agenda.
going to complain. It is what it is. Anyway,
Shadows of Fate.
break this guy down.
Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
10k, 20k, 20k. Okay, so you can see that crit rate coming into effect. Because the first one was only 10k, so that obviously wasn't a crit. And then the second one was the crit. Because it would have boosted it up. It would have been affected by cryo, and then which would have boosted it by another 35%, as well as the 20%. So 55% increase, so we're at 70% crit rate. So yeah. So what she could do with a little bit more crit rate. That's what that tells me. So do any of these have crit rate? Oh, crit damage crown with crit rate would be lovely. So that one does have crit rate, and we lose out on what, 80 attack. Well, that's 79. And then we gain 12.4 crit rate. So the crit damage, is the same. And then we swap the attack percent of 8.7 for crit rate and energy recharge. So I think this might actually be superior. Boosting, so 20% crit rate is obviously really low. That's a really cool sound, this spell. More testing is required. I need a boss that's gonna, or an enemy that's gonna sit there for a while and take some pain. Let's try the Spiral Abyss. There's got to be someone in there that'll take some pain. Actually, I really need to do the Spiral Abyss again. 11-2 is obviously a bastard. So I kind of only 6-starred floor 11. Very sad. As you'll see, only 6, big sad. Is this the one with the cryo buff? Cryo buff, yes. So we'll go. This is just a swarm, right? It's just swarms. Oh, this was so annoying. The second half. So the Eye of the Storm, it just kept running off of me, and I wasn't prepared for it the first time. I only got 2 stars on this at first. So any big enemies there? Not really. Yeah, we'll do floor 11. So alright, let me just get rid of this real quick. Alright, cool. So that's that sorted. Sorry about that. It's, oh, that's interesting. You can sort. Cool. So So having 2 CC on one team is good. And the second team is just DPS City, right? Sure, team DPS. Although I can't be having these two in that order. That just doesn't bring me joy. Kaching has to be first. Okay, we'll have a bit of fun with this. Team TPS on the second half, that'll be quite fun. I will take crit rate, please. Thank you. So, oh, this is just a mob check, isn't it? Yeah, this bit's fine.
Shadows of fate. All hail. Born of ice and frost.
Ah, that's interesting.
By royal decree, I summon thee. No touching.
Was that 31k then?
Blazer.
That was 31k, that was pretty cool.
Born of ice and frost.
So let's deal with this guy. Keep him frozen.
Let me start. Access denied.
Yeah, 33k. 15. So, and that's the AoE as well.
Let me start.
Well, that's going to do nothing, isn't it? Yeah, so even if you've got no aim, you can still hit 31k as well. And it's not even the level difference, because as you can see, Ganyu is only 2 levels above them. That's really cool. I like that. Although you do have slightly more crit damage for the floor, but I like it. Anyway, let's see what DPS.com can do. Get some healing in. Although not like Kaching needs it because she has the black sword. Let's get the room out of the way. Oh wait, there was also a cryo from this floor, so that's probably why she was doing 30k. Think about it. Huh. Makes a bit more sense.
Get them. Don't blink.
Let's get rid of the shield. Kill you. I'm not worried about getting 3 stars. Considering there's loads of time.
I must leave notes. Speed of light.
take it too serious because 11-2's a bit of a pain.
Don't blink.
Well, at least it saves my state, so I can do 11-2 later, because 11-2 is a pain. Alright, cool. So, I'm gonna have to find another test because of the cryo damage buff, which is boosting her. Yeah, that's fine. Also, if I use 2 pyro characters, that'll probably help boost her attack, and then obviously the melt damage is the greatest source of damage, because at the moment I'm just using just Ganyu's attack, so I'm not doing melt, I'm not doing superconduct. I mean, maybe a little superconduct with the Oz, but so this is just her attack, no additional multipliers going on or anything. So it'll be interesting to see how the multipliers tick. Let's find some enemies. There's usually a ring guard hopping around over here, I think. Is it over here? Is it over here? It might be over here. But I think she might yield better results with that 4-star feather until I can get another one. Because I think you're probably best to build her with, even with all the buffs of the crit rate, I think at least a base of 30% crit rate. And then with the 40% from the artifacts, the stats anyway, and then an extra 15% from the resonance, so it's 55, and then the phosphoric arrow is another 20. So you're getting well over 100, which isn't really the problem. I think I went to the wrong spot if I'm looking for a ruin guard, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just went the wrong way.
Next on the
It's very
agenda.
possible. Yeah, I just went the wrong way, I think. Am I? I'm in the complete wrong area. Oh well. There was a mob here, so we can kill him. He died. Let's see what our normal attacks do. Interesting.
Next up.
So her normal attacks are actually doing quite little, which is interesting considering her base attack is quite high. So we're at 900. The weapon offering 565 of that. To sort of compare that, 795, 752. Diluc actually, he's got 1190 weapon. He's at 924, and he's got a 5-star weapon as well. But he's also level 82, so he does have the same base attack. But yeah, the weapon does add quite a decent amount. Alright, let's charge her burst up. She's definitely going to be better with a larger amount of mobs around rather than fewer amount. But that's pretty self-explanatory because of the way her burst works. Because of its massive AoE, it's going to be incredible for dealing with swarms. Less incredible with dealing with solo enemies, but you can use the Trial of Chili.
Another test subject.
Delved into
Interesting. So the bloom damage is doing quite a lot. Let's see what it's saying. So the phosphorate bloom does 348%. Very nice. Got 2088 attack. Why is that greater than before? Is she getting the buff from something? Yes, she is, but what is she getting the buff
It's
from?
so nice to de-stress.
Confusion. Oh, I think I know what it is. This? No. I'm really confused. What the buff is from? Huh. Ah. Also, look at reading back up on that talent. So whenever I was using the Celestial Shower, I was just aiming from out of it, because obviously Boyu's are a little further away, but it seems you want to be inside the AoE or the radius, which is fine because it's fucking huge. I was hoping I'd get a bit more out of Mona's skill and Ganyu's skill at the same time, so Mona's.
Another test.
And I was hoping I'd get a bit more out of it.
Picked.
It seems to be doing okay. Let's have a look. So her low crit rate is doing her, is causing her a lot of issues. But that's just the way I've built her. I've opted for going all into crit damage. Pretty sure I'd go for... Do I have a crit one of these, or did I bin it? I do have a crit rate one. That's actually not bad, so we might as well put that up. We need it to roll all heavy into crit damage. Hiya. Not that one. Ugh. Why? Why do you have to do this to me? Why do you have to be like this? Alright, we must have something that's a bit turd we can chuck into it. What are you? You're okay, but you're only attack percent. You're turd. You're decent. Crit damage attack percent, only mastery. It's okay, but 2 defense stats are a bit turd. Again, it's only double star. That's pretty bad. That can get thrown in. I don't really need an attack goblet, to be honest. So we'll throw that in. And then since we're going all out, I might as well get rid of some of these turd ones. Yeah, if it rolls attack percent, that's potential. Attack percent, crit damage. That's turd. Right, there we go. So crit rate or attack percent. It got attack percent, and it rolled crit damage and attack percent. Okay, very good. So now we'll just do it. Just throwing the shit in it. I think that rolled pretty good. That has potential, but it needs to roll heavy into crit damage now for the next 2. And then we can test the, because obviously it's going to lower the crit rate, the crit damage massively, but increasing that crit rate will probably be enough on crit damage. That's where we need the crit damage now. Yes! A big boost as well, 6.8%. Oh no, sorry, a flat 7%. So more of that, please. Thank you very much. So I grinded for a long time for these artifacts. I did that domain so many times. A lot of people actually say it's the hardest domain, and I disagree. You just kill the Abyss Mage first, and then it's not really an issue. No issues were found. Alright, this needs to roll crit rate again, and then we are in business. Oh, sorry, crit damage. It's guaranteed to roll crit rate. 2 times? No? 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 Okay. We can always hope. Just go for it. Attack percent, you know, it's not a bad piece. You know, it's not a bad piece. So, we'll, so that we can compare the 2. So, we get more attack percent, more crit rate, 40% less crit damage, so we'll drop to 190 crit damage. But the crit rate means we switch. What it does mean is we might not have to play 2 cryo characters. So if I have a look at our stats now, 53% crit rate and 195. You know, that's quite strong. We might even need the 4 set. 4 set on her. We need to find some enemies. Let's find us some Fatuis. They take higher damage from physical, so it gives us a little bit of a better representation. Since we're using cryo, they'll last a little bit longer, and we can see the numbers. Bamsy, did you get back to me on whether it was 83 or 84? Because I want to know how deep you had to go. How much you've been stung towards pity. She's got. I was about to say she's got bells. Of course she's got bells. She's got a bell right there. But you can hear it. It's like with Shangling when she moves about because she has a bell. Alright, you can have that.
No touching.
Have that.
Let me scrub.
Wow, getting shot in the back. I don't appreciate this. Okay. So I wanted to test out how fast you can shoot it. So this will have higher crit rate. It's interesting.
Go.
So
For red slightness. Delve into death. On reveal. Access denied.
so this has more damage, reduces their resonance.
Born of ice and frost. Delve into death.
And sadly, we didn't get another one charged up. Saying that, what is our energy recharge? 140%. So, if I were to put an extra... Since we don't need the water anymore, because we don't need the freeze, we could go double Electro, but Official's like the only good Electro support. So, it's a bit awkward really. Have a look at all the Electro characters. At least it's actually good support, I'll tell you why. So if we look at all the Electro characters, can we filter by Electro? Yes we can. So we have Kaching, which is DPS, Razor, which is DPS, Vado, which is DPS / sub DPS, Official, which is DPS or sub DPS, support,
I
and
create.
Lisa. So it's a bit awkward really. Huh. I like how you can filter like that. That's really cool. We could try a melt comp actually, yeah. So let's try out in a melt comp. So I don't really have that many pyro characters leveled up, so I'm not really the biggest on pyro characters. Let's see. So obviously we're going to use
Time to begin work?
and I guess Klee. So we'll go double.
Klee
Yeah.
can help.
Okay. And what we need to do is swap Klee's weapon. I didn't change the party, I didn't deploy it. If we swap Klee's weapon to Thrilling Tales, just to sort of cheese more damage, we'll see what that can do. What's she got on at the moment? Sadly my Klee is only C0, so if she's C4 she'd be great support. She's higher perception. What's that Thrilling Tales at? Level 60. I suppose it doesn't really matter, we'll just go whatever she has. And then we can try her as support. Also, Klee can help break these. And she can tank the damage with GG. With GG's ball. Oh, my GG's ball heals so much. So, let's do some damage to Klee. Also, did I just get Gypsy or Jude out of some crystal chunks? That's where I did. Fuming. That's not going to be enough. Let's get Klee right down. Ball. Let's see what we heal for. I know it's quite a lot. 4951. Huh. No, that was more. How come it went down? I've seen it for 5k before. It might have been due to my team comps. I might have had 2 waters in my team and not realised, but oh well, that's fine. Anyway, we need to find some more enemies so we can test the melt comp, because this is where it gets serious. Although, what I could do actually is, yeah, actually I'm going to use the leech instead of Klee, because you get more damage with fire on ice than ice on fire. So we can use
What's our objective?
Ganyu to apply the cryo and then Diluc to absolutely smash them. So let's find some enemies. There's one. He'll do. It'll be interesting to see just how much we can do. It's gonna bloom. So the double pyro is lending itself to give Ganyu lots more attack. As you can see, she's got 26, 34, which is the double pyro resonance, which offers an extra 25% of attack, I believe, which is an extra 25% of this, which is a decent amount. It's about 225, I believe. Alright, let's test that again. I was quite happy with the result there. Well, my dilute is fuck all, but so 27k total. 27k total. Okay, so that will be a crit as well. So it's hitting 10k crits and then 17 for the boom damage. Let me just kill this guy off. That's interesting. Okay. So we're hitting 10k's on the crits. But we can do better. We just need to imbue it with pyro.
We're way behind
Oh,
schedule.
there's a bunch of enemies here. This will work. Let me
There's
just
no
collect
end
them
to
all.
this.
Another test subject.
There we go.
Freeze! Try! Picked the wrong.
I see. I see, but I didn't really see any numbers there. Weird. Alright, there's a ruin hunter over here. Let's see what we can do on this thing. So, imbue it with pyro.
Nice and spicy.
14k when it's smelt. 16k melt.
We're way behind schedule.
Get the chili.
Access denied.
Okay, yeah, so the actual Frostlick arrow itself is hitting for about 10k-ish, and then we're hitting 17, 18 on the AoE damage. I'm pretty happy with that. That's a decent amount of damage. But then you've got to think, we're looking at 28k damage over the course of 1, 2, and then obviously it's got to hit. Compared with what you can do with a properly built Diluc or like a Keqing or any other DPS. But that's also just their charged attack. that's only using her Frost Lake arrows. That's completely ignoring the rest of her kit, which is pretty strong because D-Luke without the rest of his kit, he could hit some okay white numbers, but not really got too much going on compared to that. Can we find another enemy? Oh, actually, I think I know how to test the Ganyu. So we need to do the 4 ruin guards. I think I'm going to go Electro. Yeah, I'm going to use the team I was using before, so Ganyu, Mona, Fischl, and Chi-Chi. So I'm going to forego the 2 Pyro for the freeze as well as the Electro, but she's doing a lot more consistent damage now with the crit rate
Next on the
headpiece, as opposed to the crit damage one she had before. So she's doing obviously loads of damage, but it was inconsistent damage, because it's a lot harder to build up the crit rate with the buffs than I thought.
Over here.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Just get rid of her.
Shine like the long.
Some free stuff. Ah, she dropped purple mistgrass. Very nice. Or mistgrass wick. Okay, yeah.
Next on the
So,
agenda.
if you have good artifacts, so by means of which I've got 53%, so that's about what, 53.7 is it? So that'd be 48.7% gained by the artifacts. 31.3% of that is from the helmet. Oh, 31.1, sorry, my bad. So 31% of that, so it's only what, 17% or so that's gained from the rest. So if you actually have good crit rate substats on your artifact, like if that HP percent was crit rate, it might only be 3.9%, but it all adds up. If this, okay, that's a bit crit rate there. If that HP or attack was crit rate, then what it means is you can then choose the crit damage headpiece. Or obviously if you've got a crit rate substat, that's insane. But I grinded like a motherfucker just to get a crit damage circlet as a main stat. I went through so many crit rate ones, that's why I knew I had one lying around somewhere. I just binned the rest off because there's no need for them. But you can see just how many of these I've been through with all the hydro pieces I've got. But it actually worked out because obviously I've got Mona as well, so I managed to build some good stuff with Mona. And I also got this, which will be for Shao when he comes out, which is pretty strong. So that was lucky. Anyway, back to the rune guards. My point of all that was saying, I think if you can get to about 40% crit rate without having a crit rate main stat circlet, then you're good to have a crit damage one. Otherwise, just put all the substats into crit damage and then you can just have a crit rate main stat helmet, and then that'll be plenty. Assuming using 4-piece Blizzard Trayer or 2 cryos on your team. Right, so what we're going to do here is going to gather them up, use one of them.
Access denied.
I thought I could
Life goes on. For Rex weapons. Decided by death.
I've not even used special yet. Huh. This has all just been Mona and Ganyu. Well, not really much of a challenge here. Alright then, so the Ruin Guards got absolutely demolished. That wasn't even fair, to be honest. I like the sound of that Blackcliff Warbow. It's like a very futuristic sound. Cool. Mona obviously did a lot of work there with her burst and her kit. I'm very happy with my Mona build as it is at the moment. She's not got too much attack, but crit rate is okay. Could definitely do more crit damage, but the actual artifacts are pretty strong. Fairly happy with them. There is one, I think it's the Goblet, rolled a lot of, or is it the Timepiece? Or is it the Sir? Oh, that one. One of them rolled a lot of defense percent, but it's still fine. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the Mona. She does have my crit record at I think 145k, but that's what Mona does. But yeah, the 4 Ruin Guards supposed to be a challenge, and they got absolutely washed. Absolutely washed. Who else can we take on that might do something? Ah, the Oceanid. Okay. So this should be a wash as well, because obviously Cryo is really good here. I'm going to keep Mona on, even though it's a Hydro boss, just because this is a one team, this is a world team, so I want it to be able to beat every single form of content. This would include, say, the Geo Hypostasis or the Cryo Reg is fine. It'd be really awkward to break, but you know, you could make some stuff out, or if you were really that bothered, you could just switch one of the characters out for someone with like a ability to, you know, deal with that, like say Diluc Pyro Claymore, Shinyan Pyro Claymore deals with both of those, that sort of thing. But yeah, let's see how this goes. This should be a lot of fun. I still think Mona provides a lot of value in this, just with her elemental skill being a taunt. And she can also iframe out of the like frog bursts, so when they start bursting you just run off with Mona into the water and then you can outpace it. It's sort of cheesing, but let's see how this goes. Should be quite fun. So yeah, all those that were saying Ganyu can't be a main DPS, yeah, just don't auto attack. You could probably build it to auto attack, but I just don't personally think it's worth it.
By royal decree, born of ice and frost.
I'm obviously understanding that the constellations help. I'm never going to say the constellations won't help, but
By royal decree,
you know, that's why we have them. So you see how it blows up there? I'm hoping I can escape it with Mona. Yeah, so I was able to outrun it with Mona. Because that is a very annoying thing to deal with. But Mona runs. Because this is a very free-to-play team here, obviously. Alright, who we got? Birds.
odds for me. Shadows of fate, no touching.
Hello, frog. Why would you do this, frog? Send me a frog.
Life goes on.
Send you a frog. Again, he's going to do his little burst thing. We can outrun it with Mona. Lovely. I've not even used her burst yet, which is kind of the point here, but you just don't need to. Alright, for the last wave I'll use Ganyu burst. Ganyu's insane. S tier. Not that tiers really matter, but she's broken. The burst is the best thing about her, because of the way they've worked the cooldown.
This is long
incredible, absolutely incredible. So I'm not going to claim. The reason I'm not claiming is because I'm waiting for AR53 and the guaranteed gold artifact drops from world bosses. So that's why I've not been claiming for it. Yeah, if you want to play Ganyu as a main DPS, you very well can. You don't need the constellations. We were a bit worried that you might need Constellation 6, which is really good. So when you use her elemental skill, which at this point you will have two, the next Frostflake arrow shot within 30 seconds, not require charging. So each time you use the skill, you'll have a Frostflake without charging, which saves so much time. It makes her from very competent to absolutely fucking broken. Obviously they'll have two, so you can use it every 5 seconds. So you'll do like you'll be on a burst circle as well, which will provide more stuff, and it's gonna be insane. Opponents standing within the area of the celestial shower, so the burst take increased damage. Okay, sure. So it probably is worth going for constellations because she's very strong. I think I might continue to pull on this banner with the gems that I get as I do my dailies and sort of thing, but I'm not too sure, considering it's taken me 76, 78, 77 and 80 pulls. But it does mean I am due a 5-star very soon, because eventually we will pull a 5-star early. So nah, I'll keep those gems. We can use those for resin or stuff, but because we need at least 2 more Ganyu, I think. Let's see what her next constellation is. It's Celestial Shower though. A C3 is actually really good, but I think that's fine. She's very competent. I'm very happy with her. And yeah, if you have bad aim, so if you're on mobile or controller, you don't even have to hit the enemy, you can just shoot the floor and then the AoE will still hit them. Let's test out her white damage, because I'm pretty sure her white damage was absolutely awful. Let's find some enemy. There'll be some Patua here. So they do take increased physical damage, so it'll help in my favour a little bit. I'm going to switch to an attack goblet instead of a cryo damage one, but that won't really affect too much. So let's see, what attack goblets have we got lying around? We want X amount of crit rate. If it's got crit damage, that's also fine. Yeah, we'll just use the Kuching one at the moment, which gives us. So if we compare, if we can compare there, hello? Can we not compare? How confusing. Anyway, so we do have slightly more energy recharge now, slightly less crit rate, but that's fine. And then yeah, let's see what the white damage, the fizz damage can do. I know it's going to be really low compared, but
We're way behind schedule.
it's fine. So
Shadows of... Nope.
I mean, she's still doing 2k. It's not the worst.
Oz, reveal thyself.
I think we can freeze him. Let's try the animal boxer.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Access denied.
You can't run. Well, I
fizz damage is pretty low in comparison to the charge shots anyway. And this is with them taking additional damage as well. So yeah, you won't really be playing auto attack spam with her like you can with Fischl. Oh, that's the point actually. So first off, I'm going to put the artifact back on Ganyu. But what we can try out is the stringless. Also the sacrificial, but I don't think she really needs the energy recharge, but if you want to build her purely for support, then you're going to need to put the stringless on her, which means that officially is now my DPS. And this will help you build her for support, because it'll increase the damage of her ultimate. I gotta get used to that timing, because if you get used to the timing, you can fire it off straight away.
Delve into destiny.
Well, this will do loads of damage. Oh, it might just be the initial burst. I have to see how it
Next time we attack.
triggers. So even with the stringless, she's doing decent damage. It's slightly less than with the Blackcliff, so she's got less crit damage. But then she's also got elemental mastery, so it's a bit strange. Unsure. I think there's, if you don't have a Blackcliff and you don't fancy buying it out the shop, then the stringless is a very good weapon for her. It is refinement rank 5, which tells, but it's a very solid weapon. I don't recommend the rust, because it decreases charged attack damage, which is kind of what she wants to go for. I've not bothered with the crafted ones, and if you want pure ultimate spam, and you don't want to go any energy recharge, then the sack bow or the Favonius. The Favonius might be better because it generates more energy and has higher energy recharge as well, but the sack bow has a much higher base. Oh, actually, they're different levels, but it does have a higher base attack, I believe, and it can reduce your elemental skill cooldown, which, if you don't have the C2, might be kind of relevant. Save without 4 seconds, but yeah. And then the Amos bow, which
Should we really
I
be
don't
off
have, so I
this
can't
early?
test.
There is still a lot left to do.
It's pretty good if you're going all-out attack. I actually really like her. She's very good. So we didn't even hit him then. We just hit the floor near him, and then he just takes damage. So funny. Who needs aim? Just go somewhere near them. That's really fun. I like that. Alright. I think I'm getting up to the point where I'm going to wrap up the stream. I won't ruin the date. I want the energy recharge though.
We're way behind
hardcore.
schedule.
But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Overall, Ganyu is definitely worth pulling for. In my opinion, she's going to be one of the top 3 5-star characters. That's in my opinion. My opinion is Venti is the best character in the game, just because of how his ultimate works in terms of crowd control. For the spiral abyss, he's unmatched. For general roaming, like DPS wise, you want a Kaching or a D-Luke is going to be fine. In terms of 5 stars, like big PB damage. Tartaglia with constellations is insane, but I think despite all that, she's still going to be top 3. You can probably build her to massive damage. If you build the melt comp right, it obviously does more if it's pyro on cryo than cryo on pyro, but you could probably still get 100k hits out of her with the right build. I've still got a lot of work to do on the artifacts, but yeah, it's been fun. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you for joining me. You saw me spend loads of money and be very sad, but it be what it be. It be what it be. So I'll leave you staring at Ganyu, and I'll say peace.